Dairy, aka liquid growth hormones, increases the risk of hormonal cancers such as breast and ovarian cancer in women and prostate cancer in men.
Yeah, science, bitch!
Let's think about the implications of this and how deep this goes. Bobby calves are torn away from their mothers at birth and have their milk stolen from them before being killed. Following this, the mother lives a life of suffering and slavery before she's eventually killed as well. In the same way, a woman who suffers a breast cancer will have, in some cases, her breast cut off, thus eliminating the chance of her breastfeeding her child, and in cases will suffer and die from her disease, tearing her family apart. See the connection? To produce milk for us to steal, cows are repeatedly forcibly inseminated by having an arm shoved into her anus and then a tube of semen inserted into her vagina.
Huh?
Rape, of course, being one of the most invasive and demeaning things to experience. Similarly, a man who has prostate cancer will have a doctor insert his finger into his anus or have to undergo a colonoscopy, which involves cameras and tubes put into his anus and is also very invasive and in many ways a demeaning and embarrassing thing to undergo. Not to mention the cancer potentially taking his life and tearing his family apart in the end as well. So as we can see, an intrinsic connection between the torment and suffering we cause to animals and the torment and suffering we endure as a result. There are many examples of this. Heart disease, the world's #1 killer, caused mainly by eating the flesh and the byproducts of dead animals, being the most significant and obvious. In this reality, no matter what you do, you can't escape the laws of cause and effect. Those who are still asleep might call it a coincidence, but those with a greater awareness call it karma. In any case, I would invite you to practice the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And I believe if you live by this philosophy, you will reap what you sow. So, as you sit down to eat the flesh or byproduct of that cow, pig, lamb, chicken or fish, ignorant to their screams of mercy, blissfully unaware of the life of cruelty they endured for that moment of taste pleasure, feeling content, superior and powerful, confident that you're immune from any retaliation from the victims on your plate, remember this: what we do to the animals, we do to ourselves in the end. If you eat suffering and death, you become suffering and death. Eat peacefully. Be vegan.